Say welcome as in which say sexual dysfunction afi bema ontimi mbo adwuma e won pempema ti say sebi obema no say ukra no bomadi say welcome Devita bakre de commerce na afi low sexual libido akọ na afi onam embo infections na 8020 ama obema no so afo bomadi say obekọ Devita bakre ne kasoye ewo awoshi elank taxi station wa na achese onam e wontikọ na afi aniom enkodi commerce de be ya onam ebetimi abo from ewo 024626 5313 0246265313 and 02055868770 02055868770. See, baby, I will be an asa woman on its all kind of 24-hour delivery service. Susuguswa, Ekoso Promu no be some more. Say, baby, will be answered on San Ebetimisu. I can be every na fe young fan seminal. And na etie fona fe yen ahwefo nyina da na ye hyase di efi Ghana Football Association hono akache medoka say omni parliament akabom ma sisi amedoka se mpefo ayen hyehyese enchekra dwumade kese eba bakose ni nyina ne se democracy cup na epaso na sa cup mpefo ade be hyehyese no omni bobo asere be 2024 January election kese no eba so nioma ebetimi akose ye panano na enra official launching eno etimi eba so e Bejefe and I say Jumade Casena Timitoja, our parliament. Now, Ohe Jumade Namudia, Nice and Nipacho and Omina, a typical MPs in India from minority and majority. Na Dudona, our Honoma, Omina Timiko Shaman Yamasiko Kanwachi, and Pedafort to Masam, and FA president, Uraketo Kreku, Sevonos, and Fananimiam, and Betai, Jumade Nichina, Jumade Nase, and now Openia, one a speaker of parliament. Openeno yenti ni sema wadi tuja edifa jumedia enwa ekose lunch the yenti speaker ensema wadi tuja.
I want to use this opportunity to thank the two teams for agreeing to contest and to vie for this prestigious Democracy Cup. This sports event should be an opportunity to re-emphasize the importance of sports in promoting healthy living and fostering friendships and unity. So we want to use this opportunity to foster the friendship and unity that already exists. After all, we need healthy bodies and healthy minds to contribute in diverse ways to the development of democracy.
Speaker Agbangbawe ena Motene Karanwachi ena Openia yefane se Ahmed Ibrahim onoso eye members a omohwe se Jumede do betimi abaso onoso edin sama crowd tuja yenti onoso nesem.
We are very much aware of the fact that Ghana is a football nation and blah 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 blah. For the fact that this is the first of its kind, whatever it takes, we must all support, regardless of political persuasion. And so I have to declare that those of us in the majority, we will do everything to ensure that this is sustained, it sees the light of day, and it becomes something admirable. In commending the speaker,
yes, ma honorable no don't pray nisem awano so edi etu ja enono na yankona fefe presidents Uraketo Kreku eno na wajumede na sino say parliament be ya de ontimi sanction ti ono so ene nimpedifo nyina endorse se jumede kese no e bas no efe no so etachiri yenti Uraketo Kreku nsem ono so kan.
Football have a role to play in governance. So when we have such a unique opportunity of bringing the two sides together on one common platform, one ought to say hallelujah. And it is on that note that I'll say thank you to your good self for this amazing idea of the Democracy Cup. Can we give it to him, please? Democracy.
Okay, Okenti anu yes my president Uraketo Kreku ninsam awade atujade afa democracy cup anyame atuma eno ebetimi abaso ewo Ghana hase na motese wode hosem sudat jani nyina se ochemudia na se om nyina ebete kire ahwesere be adwumede no ebetimi akosena fe bibianso ayefa na bibianso aye kamanation no so se dwumede kese no ebase na penefo ede atuja se 5th July na ebetimi abaso ewo Accra Sports Stadium ampenefo ehwe na nyame atuma haso folk omani kumase asante kodoko ana ebetimi ehia wa Accra Sports na 6 pm na se dwumede kese na ebase no chi penefo de atuja se mugusu tutu nioma se ko base wina no de obedi nkunim no omohwe no se ebia no ni oni club a ya fere DC United ewo US ebetimi akoba de fucking say na sa fiba na penefo ehwe no se dwumede kese no na se betimi abaso a yede no ho sam etuja away from that afi ye fa ni enchirem ewo semu from a na yewrem ewo Blasters of Ghana aswe that fi hen sema no ekose na kototoado and after say about 2 World Cup qualified games against Mali in afi Central African Republic ye tinkunim ewo ni nyinam no amafo gusu ebisa se detiayu any team no state team no nyoma egusu a ekoye na no na kototoado asaba bonten na wore nsema akrade abatuja se decision a o take yes obe drop the dia you know ojire se no the best decision a na betimi aboa team no ntia o take sa decision no.
I think it's a normal question. He's a player, I said it before, I mean, he's a legend, living legend. He has done so much for the nation. He sacrificed so much for the nation. Good guy, good character. I mean, he represents Ghana these days like no one else. But surely, me as a coach, I have to think about the Ghana national team, what is best for the Ghana national team. And I had a good conversation with him, and I took my decision. And I said it before, it won't be fair to talk about something about the content in public. And this is a private conversation, and I want to keep it as such. But like I said, I took my decision, and it's at the end always for the best of the nation.
Okay, Tuado, and I would take Kano Hera Santa Chum, El Casamafo, and my Ghana Football Association to just say Ghana, every 2 matches at Trust expectation, air cost was say amount for Muluamu expectation. Kakana World Cup qualifier, I feel a good to cry.
I think his impact has been absolutely magnificent. If you look at how he came back from behind to beat Mali in Bamako in that intimidating condition, we knew it was going to be difficult. You know, in Kumasi, once you win such an important game away from home, the natural pressure will come. But we kept our composure. We were able to manage the game. Central African Republic are a very, 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 very tough side, and they gave us an interesting game, a very difficult test at the Mobile Sports Ceremony. We were able to win. So we have started on a very positive note. We pray for more. But in the course of this journey, I don't want to believe that Ghana will win every game. There will be days where we will not play well and win. There will be days where we will play well and still not win. There will be disappointments. There will be a lot of pain in the course of this journey. But in all of that, we believe in him. We believe in the technical competence of the entire backroom staff, which is why we assembled them and we are looking ahead to our glory days.
Henry Asante Chum Kasama for the Ghana Football Association and Abotini Kano. Honorable Nilante Vanda Premier now a sports minister and order to just say Blasters the last 2 games are Osheno with some particular improvement Kakra Apemienti Nilante.
So far, I think I am much more impressed. We can qualify for the World Cup. Thank you. We can qualify for the World Cup. Thank you.
Okenti Honorable Nilante Vandapoy and Mote Nenkayanko Ghana Puti team na se onim se omo Cup of Nation atuja o my friend Egypt no Ghana and na eje sakro and edipa no mo pai no ada dodo na gusu a se omo airport no abasi pa onim se ada no omo tawo ni kiremu awo Ghana mampani data ora John Tramade Mahamande opre se eye NDC amanyoko no beti enim na afia sanso ato aba edi amana serbe 2025 kono ba be mampani awo Ghana se ada team ekokosra no masika $10,000 and yes ka wadi ema team no so monje na afia no emfa ko na pay reporter ba de se dia eye amputi team no omunyina ewrem awo sports minister ne office eye Mustafa Yusuf na so ye na afi ne conference room no wono se any place na tena se na afi omedin komo na afi abasbo bi se wono ma wono se edi ama team no serebe betimi ahwe na afi niema se etimi akosinti we eye reporter no se afi ono ba no so etimi ababetu jare honsem enso edi epa yewrem na afi ye hwe Ghana Premier League nyame aduma weekend match se twa tokora match day 34 ne nyina so Barcelona final push no say and matches ne ho sam nyina etie Legon Cities that Sunday honom etene final fi omo ne Gold Stars and so e di ahihye so and which Olympics as in Red Tamale United bobo minim say a second division Red Tamale United say a Premier Division Red Tamale United on omo ne Olympics ebobo dia eje mere and e betimi so akire and which so would I want to ma Brekum Chelsea and so ne Heart of Lion and so na Asia Rafe Samatex homo na league no mo age anisa enti omo so betire final fi omo ne Accra Lions and so e di Aridas na onim say sa game e basin before game no ebe koso no Stone Boy na say a tease of the year 2024 ono akasa ebe kona fi the forecourt of police station na say runabout na ho no okọ na fi ono so akako hu nyuma nyasem kitu akra anti celebration ebe koso Samara Boy na ochewie no na say nya dia eda from krat nyam ya duma Stone Boy eda Sunday of room e Samara Boy na fi ye Chronic Club ye fone say Samate League champion ono say ekobo ase be ya jumedia ono edi nyina se na bibia so ebe timi so akose nwachi Bechem United as a tire da fe amani House of Folk and so e da Samachwe has lusu na Olympics wini pe one na asema to as number call relegation asante another tough game at no so ebe timi abase nwachi Kumasi asante to ko betine fe no amani bofo kwata no so abonwachi so ade club of finance Waterman as any nation FC so ebe hia metiama any Kalola United so e bona fe Dreams FC as any Diana Stars and so ebe timi so e da hyeso nti we e game sanyame aduma and so e paso na ochewe na Dreams FC sisi amene ka se mo aye protest kese pa e de club of Red Tamale United say atanu okwada next outstanding game e koso ma Red Tamale United empedefo ye nhwenhan e ma mko fa second division e be giremu some any Red Tamale United Premier Division team a omnium e bobo mo hye ka nwotwe e ma mo team back no dey ade Dreams FC officially or mo aye protest e de club ye fa Red Tamale United national so say Ghana Football Association dikan a charge players a omo eko giremu a na omo nye qualified players na so mo si akan our Premier League nim Arima Red Tamale United from second division Galaxy FC amu be girem Arima RT you know Miro ka say Ghana Football Association a charge mo nwachi Red Tamale United bobo kona nkasa so Ariam pedefo a charge mo omo hwe nim say dey Dreams FC ankasa officially omo aye protest eritia RT say omo so akoyi unqualified player emra mo ni omo so ehia ye enteno eyensema and so etimi akosere ho sem etuja enra onim say Atram Divisa omo so aye Division 1 club our zone 3 omo so awards night no a ekoso a na tise nya asem kitu akwa na ohi awards night etimi kosa dudu na na tise club ne phone for etimi ye hye ema onom epo onom abaso na mamia wano aye general manager Arima Atram Divisa aye Mrs Phyllis Maki wano adi nsema credit tuja yente ni nsem awokan ye.
We know you fought a good fight to bring us where we are now. But I believe that going forward, you have to do better than what we did. And I believe we can do better, can't we? Can't we go to Premiership? So it will determine on all of you and all of us. The management and technical team will do everything possible to ensure you are in Premiership. Now with the playing body, you would also have to do your part.
No ayensema Mrs Maki ni sema okanwechi eye uru for the Gordon Trump on your president Erima Trump Divisa on CNT ni sema kakra.
We want to urge you, push you to the ultimate which our advisor just mentioned. We have said everything in the advice. I've always been here talking to you, advising you on how football goes. And football is only one direction. Whether you like it or not, it's one direction. Listening with commitment, remain focused with determination, and at the end, you will be successful. Whether you like it or not, because I'm very sure that if you guys are not well determined and concentrate very well throughout the season, you will never be in the top 4.
Okay, Ura Gordon Trump, a president, Erima Trump Divisa, and I'm telling country best player, my precious Yaojima, one and a best player of best goalkeeper, and so according my Shaq Dawood, one also and a best goalkeeper, our Trump Divisa, team and said to me, cause the Bakumi so on enough, yeah, sorry, and some of the side, I'll be a calf from Put for the Tuja, said Yamia Tuma 2025 African Cup of Nations, a Tuja, our Morocco, a bon tension, and for the 14th, Yamia Tuma, at the 4th July, a Thursday. ɛna mpanyinfoɔ kyerɛ mi sɛ draw no bɛtumi aba so ɛwɔ Johannesburg ɛno ɛyɛ mpanyinfoɔ nhyehyɛ a wɔn nso ɛde aba ɛde ho nsɛm ɛnso ɛde ɛto gya wura mu ɛwɔ ɔman fɛrɛ sɛ Mali ɔman akakyɛ mo mpanyinfoɔ ɛde ato gya sɛ coach ɛfɛn Eric Seko Chile mpanyinfoɔ de ato gya sɛ coach na ɔma pam no ɛsa sɛ 2 last World Cup qualified games a ɔmo bɔ no baako di ncho ɛna baako nso ɔne Madagascar ɛkɔbɔ draw mo gyiri sɛ paniwe nyaade a ɔbɛtumi aboa mo n'afei nneɛma ɛtumi akɔnti ne mero kase mpanyinfoɔ abɔ ne nan si tuo ntiɛ no kakra no sɛ fie ɔno ɛpɛ no a international friendly game baako ɛkɔ so ma ɔman yɛfɛ no sɛ Ecuador ɔmo hyɛ ka mmiɛnsa ɛma Bolivia ɛnso ɛte ɛka no mu baako no afei woda wɔn ne nso ɛkyerɛm ɛwɔ Spain a wonim sɛ nnora playoff baako kɔ so na ɛpɛ team a ɔbɛtumi aka Spanish La Liga no mu nti club a yɛfɛ no Espanyol wɔn akyi Sporting Dion ɛhyɛ mu sɛ ɔmo bɔ 0-0 penalties ɛna Espanyol ɛdi nkunim a wɔn mo ɛde kɔnyame atoma ɛna Euro 2024 no ɛhyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ Germany abɔnte Munich hɔ ɛna Germany no ɛba senti ne opening game a ɛno ɛto gya ne host nation ɛno ɛyɛ Germany ɔmo ɛbɛtene fi na afei ɔmo ne Scotland ɛnso ɛde ahyehyɛ sɛ no so sɛ ɛnɛ ɛna Euro 2024 ɛno nso no ɛhyɛ senti nyame atom na ewia yɛpa news kakra ɛfa ho nyina no yɛne nyina so ɛbɛtumi asan so deɛ ɛde Germany no bɛsi a na afei yɛasɔre so kɔnyame atom a 12:30 ɛne yɛhyia na afei yɛnsa fa akure nsɛm ɛmfa ɛmbrɛmu meeting ɛde Roger Imano from the sports Monake Botela ɛna afei kodwo fo so mo nyina tekyire ma na no pe mede Germany no bra sam de Kwame ayɛ krado a ɔre Dwaboase etwa so
yɛba bɛbɔ etonto sansan wo Dwaboase na ɛyɛ Germany ni Scotland yi deɛ sɛ odi 100-0 ana nya fair game I mean
Ghana how
100-0
menye sure sɛ ebia
you mean South Africa okay
and say mama fa RT for the example menye sure sɛ Scotland bokako is in the second team and a different team e dey call president on mine no akoji 8-1 na go score like na boy no
100-0
oh there
yeah said you go see confidence Roger Emmanuel na tell den kan so de agudie mu nsɛm ebra no pɛ yante asɛm de kura yenu asariki yakɔ ne maame adane bankum so ti sariki yakɔ ba munim no mbetima frɛ no na mahyɛ ne den wo nyina yie wa moto pa wotu sɛ ade kɛseɛ pa na atɔ ne ni wotai te sɛ Mugabe Mase ebodi din wa bra wo yɛ inside politics sariki yakɔ nti ba munim no mo frɛ no na mo hyɛ ne den yenso yɛ hyɛ ne den ɛwɔ radio so ne TV so laji hyɛ den awurade n'anim ɔno ankasa na wonim deɛ ɛyɛ ya ɛba ne saa eti abusuafo no nyinaa no nso yɛ ma mo nyinaa hyɛ den wɔ saa bere ya emu ayɛ den ɛde ama mo abusua yɛda ho aba yɛba yɛbɔ yɛ tonto nsansan yɛwɔ nsɛm mu kyerɛkyerɛ titiriw ne asi wɔ court Japa versus Godfrey Dame ɔno abo atofo nso tɛɛkyerɛ hɔ yɛba
sawochi konkoya natural samaba na sawochi konkoya natural samaba na sawochi konkoya natural samaba.
Nobody should think that the Ghanaian is a very gentle, don't like trouble human being.
I am more of a son of Yadi, Bobiati. Ubano one year, can't nobody uses no waka. Now this government, the Yakula.
Sauti Konkoya.
Nature say, oh, fire.
So, baby, I do so, my gun. Look, your baby and some little mutility. And I my ya won't see us yet. Nay, just so the ayah the pap, good, and your my, yeah. Tia, ya won't tell Debbie, Tinayani, Becky Kamua, no, Debbie, and yes, if you ever see a dine and this year, Nim Chemo, Tinayani, Kikamusa, no, Debbie, oh my gun and Kanko, Yen, I was so much, Naya de Bois, good. Attempt 10 years in Aswa. A month for Mupaso Musika, a bit so maybe Muno, a young Moshe, yeah. So what time 10 years wants them in a year when you're good investors. So what time 10 years wants them in a year, a palm investors, yeah. 18 and 9 years, Japan, some you buy, you know. Not a one bay here say, as some of your better Pumasi, good. Not yet me a woo, a dream and net touch your war near your tea, say, Attorney General, and say, a year over Japa, so one could be a dancing crew. Said by a baby no crania day. Yamin charge and not black court. Etinase na a year judge, justice, if you say was a good. Edia Semno. A semno and Nasem Comona a course wa. Yachigu a fidious one. Wajatum say a yenina swadan ya. What the bedina semno. Now, a Mremun Sema a war. Oh my Ghana titru a year the Ghana Evidence Act 1975 okay NRCD 323 is stated say all relevant evidence is admissible except otherwise provided by any law or enactment. Okay. Etijia a year judge no aje sa enkomo na ekoswa ya chiegu afidiemu ya atumuno ya se eye nyina so adanse no e kire se sa danse die ni hia e wo case ni mu ehu hia pepepe esan se hu hia masa case ya anka otemafo no onye ntum eyi betimi aye nyina so ba kwa obetimi agina so na se ne opese osiginae e wasemi enie so no enu betimi aboa enu ti no je tumu no esan se uhwe nsem a ora Richard Dapa aka ni nyina ara enu so eya dance di afan baabi etisan komo twetwe a akoso ewo oni Ghana yentemu afu panyin tem no enu so yanyina so afa ena san komo twetwe no so won susuaso ewo asem na omudi ewo court eche bia bete mranimfo a ye no odi komo eye owura sampi yale wo mranim ni eche bia bete nka wabra ye ne kasa ba ye nka aka ye ho nia owura otua atua a wo ye deputy attorney general nia wo kan ye bra ensentwefo busa se de jaja tape na mo ankasa mo ye ensentwefo nche mu ka se ya kikasi ani mo ankasa mo ye ensentwefo nche mu e ka se amanfo peso mu gina sa tape no so eyi adwen ni free case na ankasa so ene judge no temuafo no waje tape ya tum say ye evidence what do you say also ya de yanya bothered wo de tie no.
He has given us evidence, isn't it? So we have to test it. You wait on Thursday and beyond, Tuesday and beyond. You get the full story, so don't worry.
What do you make of his testimony?
He has given his evidence in chief. That's his case. But if you come to court and state your case, it doesn't mean that you made your case. I just want to rest there. We are going to examine him. I don't know, you make your own judgment.
Do you find it credible, the evidence?
Whether it's credible or not credible. He has given his evidence, and I don't want to prejudge us before the court. That's his case. We also confront you with our case, and the court to make a decision out of it.
But are you surprised with the kind of things that he's been saying?
I will not say, because already something in the audios that we've heard, so it's not something new.
made a point that the AG is urging him to get forcing him to be jailed for at least 1 month.
I don't want to comment because you see, it's a life matter. That's evidence in chief. And as counsel, I don't have to comment on specific. But as I said, when we come to court on Tuesday, all those things will be tackled.
But what's your initial reaction on the ruling?
Oh, the judge decided to make a ruling, and that's how the law works. Today, the judge said objections are not something that she was going to take. We take it.
You think you have enough under your sleeves to undo what Richard Jakwa has said to court today?
Rested there, and wait for our side of the matter, and you'll be marveled. You rested there.
The audio, you didn't want the judge to readmit it into evidence. That has happened. Are you disappointed?
Oh, the judge has given a ruling. That's how the law works. If you think you don't want something to be admitted, you raise an objection. This is the duty of the judge to make a pronouncement of such objections. The judge has done so. That's rule of law.
You didn't want it because you felt it wouldn't do well for your case. How bad or damaging is this, admission of the audio to your case?
Not at all, because this audio is something that you have heard, isn't it? Having to heard it, you've heard it. So that is new in it. But it's about procedure. So in terms of the content, we are not minded by that because it's something that is in the public domain. But as to whether you can tender a recorded or secretly recorded audio is something that we wanted to test, because that's why we're talking about law, not about public sentiments, whether you are comfortable, you're not comfortable. It's about due process. And the judge says that that's due process. It can be tendered. We are going by it.
Sub chat between
say Gia a judge no agitape yatu say ebeye nyiraso adanse die no eche say sa asem no na sa nkomo na ekọ so no eyasem hia ema asem no what the make eyasem hia pa law no say relevant evidence is evident, including relevant evidence to the credibility of a witness or hearsay declarance of consequences to the determination of the action more or less probable than it would have been. It is say ya tesem ena yakopeja wabra ye di asem and I say to say in this case no enkomo bi ekoso a yachi agu afidie so ena yate say ehu be hia wa asem ne mo no the fact that judge no temuafo no age atum se medi be ye nyina so wa bra me di asem no eche say enkomo na ekoso no eye hiade Yasem a sang say, who know ye a bang lawyer penny. Fantastic. Who know ye a tentine in Suafo. And now, when you be coaching Commoner, or catching the Paris or media dance crew and Commoner for the home. And yet, the coaching Commoner by me, my Yamus is a coaching, because I some good course walk. Okay. And yet, the coaching Commoner by. And can you send me a da as a Nibia? Anka, a woman here say, Mobetimania Sanchia Muno, I was Jacka and Yefie. Ana yebisa asembisa ka asem na eda asemi bia no kenya noa ka jakpa no kra wuni no mo asembisa no na abasa na juda shum no wo frefre no a woni ni bekwa ko hia empe anan so meaning say enkomo no enti ko so no eya de hia wo case no, and that is why na honorable atofo a lawyer for no and pushing for a mistrial. His Excellency Sambi Yale a Johnny or better mistrial nasi. Okay. Meaning so tie pa. Tina na no mu pushing for a mistrial because some komono I want so be wasem no so good. And tina na no mu pushing for mistrial. But judge na njatu. But somebody ya judge no what tape no what admit tape na tum no. E just komono hia no ehu hia no asema pia free san komoni mu no eye hia de ma no good a beba be nyina so wa bra ye kwa ye nim no wodi asero ba yentie owura Richard Jakpa ni gira ye bia wo si na no bra na ensankrefo ne kasa hwade we mame.
So it should be the original. You should tell it the original to court.
But why did you record the Attorney General?
Well, that is not for you.
He says you've been disingenuous.
But that's what he claims. If
that it was a private
prosecuting innocent people, who is disingenuous?
It was a private conversation, and now you put it out.
You claim it's a private conversation.
That's what he says.
Well, where private conversation, when it's a conversation that leads to committing crimes, it can no longer be private.
So, a yin in Comotrini Bianra.
Ora Richard Japa. Only eye nsentwafo
where nano de no yes ani ebusa say adwen ben nana na etechia na wo dey record ye atoforsen
Godfredame
sorry Godfredame
yeah
adwen ben nana na etechia na wo dey record no adwen ben
yeah
sa adwen no ebedan ni hodi wo abra case ne konanim
yeah
me ye sure say Godfredame benya kwanya across examine Owura Japa
you
and I'm wondering what court to allow amasa cross examination because assembly fa Godfredame
ho
what also na ya ban emre nim ni panyin good eti ono ankasa ebekwa akototo Owura Japa ano ewa adaka ni
ana kasa so yennya nyina so bi a edi adansi se one eye openi otosu basa ono so mu di tanse bi arebono one na nya nkomotwetwen bi a no so ye nyina so a court no anaso temafu no so age eno so atom no
that's right
enti sa ne ma nyina echi no obenya akwanya bi akọ cross examine Richard Japa na
okay na de course wo court no no enkomo na course no ye ne his excellency Sampi Yale Wia ye be kenkan ni nyina de akere mo
good
because revelations akese bi pa na ede edan hu edi and a border on the way ye politics any adwin bi a ye wo mema ye hu
good
emwa ma o mining kanko ye bedan ni nyina edi wabra ye kwani basabre ye kwa ma no so na ye ne his excellency Sampi Yale entwetwe nkomo kane no Ghana ban ana monsini ema adehye wo India wo ye mranim ni nso ye ena de mranim nim eche no ena ye wona sha ye ne ba bedi enkomo lawyer che no lawyer ya wache mu akwaba
yo kwame no de
nyame na daruma ye kura mu boko na me yiri se nso wo ye ya da nyame ase mame wankasa wonchirechire mu wo enra ne esi ye se otemuafo no age enkomo a ekoso between Owura Japa ne Godfredame aye chimgu afidie so wagye atum se beye adansede nyina so wabra wodi sase no ede na kire
and Kwame, somewhere we are doing this just for the purposes of educating your members, your audience. For that purpose, I'll explain what has happened. Now, in a criminal case, the prosecutions need to know what case. One of two things will happen. The first one because I tell them that quite do bueno, and you need to. There should be no case, right? And I say. Judge Minkah said, no, you have a case to answer. So, at the first submission of no case, I'm a Godfredame Abu Buse, or was some Indian. Now, we have followed the story now. He said, you look at the portier, or more court for the past 8 years. I don't put your more court. But especially, you know, say, at the first Eko cho let be a finance minister and Kasankasa and finance and Shasi. An intimate he had acted without authorization. Finance minister said Tekwe goes to court to say, no, I give him instructions to issue that letter. Because as I said, Professor Minkah or Parliament, they say, you better ambulance. So it was a sense of urgency. I give him that instruction. Now, the warrant if he finance minister, the finance ministry, Bank of Ghana. It is a Tekwe's seal. That seal is not available anywhere. And the seal that is so that issue also dropped out. Then again, the issue of ambulances, they were not fit for purpose. Now, empty was on a truck. Now, Kwame, they be a minister for Ufa State House. Who says I want this one factory ambulance need the CC corner? It almost 1.5 years and son women. Hello, Kwame.
No credit.
What did they do in there? By insurance law, no certain ambulance, you don't fit in the sensitive medical equipment because I think now up and down with the lack of cell. So usually you ship the ambulances in the form of a vehicle, then you ship the equipment. And this is what two forces not just I do know a big support for 8 years in Kenya. So then what is the argument?
Actually, I may say, I don't know. Justice Kulumbi ever assembly because the Supreme Court judge and MP before say, oh, you offer shares a million data. And you think that data for whom Justice Kulumbi said, one can assemble one can be man. But it has turned out by evidence yesterday, it is not true. It is turned out to say, it's rather government who was using Kulumbi to induce data, data. To indict at forces.
Yeah.
That is where the most aspect, and a very dangerous aspect of it. Because Ukaya, Nansanya president can say all the political cases should be finished within a certain time. No, so why was the president asking questions? What does the president know? Everyone in Akubuduaka said this case should be tried within a certain date. Not knowing you said they had by-elections in mind, as was exhibited by Dapa Edwa.
That's right.
So, as a lawyer, the most important thing that has happened is the judge was courageous to admit that the case, in which there are so many incriminating things about the Attorney General. Contrary to MPP4 press conference, we say, MPP4 na adopted people near them. Say, come in the credit bank, other truth. So, who can say, tape in a doctor, it means that there should be an original tape.
That's right.
Original tape.
There should be an original tape. Embassy there, produce BBS.
But for me, as a Ghanaian, the way I get the politics has said, they are not saying I extend it to the judiciary. That is my worry. That is my biggest worry. So, this Attorney General prosecute people, and it's the first time in our history. When the president is giving the chief of the national address, he reports on the number of cases he has sent to court and the number of people he has convicted.
Yeah.
It's so worrisome, and I am very worried about it. But honestly, I have a question directly, what the judge had done, or say what judge is now, but as to what happens afterwards, there's another matter.
But Rob Bainat, sir, a year, Adansidia, wajja to me. Rob Pan, be play. A year assembly dear no year quay even. Robert never play.
And first, that lawyers, and I took person for the lesson because I know the Attorney General outside the court is stealing, to incriminate me by coercing witnesses, which is very, very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not permissible at all in law. Okay? And if you look at what that is, he's being very systematic. I've just listened to a tape. He's being very systematic, very smart with a lot of times and dates.
Yes.
It gives me the impression that we have a very bad Attorney General who lacks emotional intelligence, very, very, very low or non-existent.
And speaking of the Attorney General, speaking of the Attorney General, no, say case in a travel konanima to say the Amia Hununa, a bedroom pempensobia, and who be here say. On one casa na beba be cross examine ora Richard Jackba wabra ojina dake.
The idea or two issues. Whether he comes in as a witness to cross examine himself. What I said. Because now allegations have been made against him. So he has to now come, somebody has to cross examine him. Or he has to work your word against my word, supported by the team. He has to come and prove what the part is doing. But when the court has admitted the tape, it means that the court knows, or the court has come to the conclusion that what is on the tape is of progressive value.
But will it be in on one interest? Say one on the bet twa and that's about to a Richard Jackpano in terms of cross examination. Will it be in his interest?
If he's a wise person, which I've done to him. That we are taking cue from what the judge said. He has strongly advised him and can only do so. So what I say, the image is the white person which are done to use. And by now, the judge has some kind of chance and judge can change that for one competition. Because day by day, he's being funded with evidence. A man said, or maybe going to go court for the next 10 years. But he's still on. Because there was an agenda to just jail at forcing 1 month so that there will be a by-election. And I take serious exception say what I can say central before you cheap to describe the I take serious exception about it. And that is a very bad case for the Attorney General. He should recuse himself so that we can have semblance of justice. But under this government, anything is possible. And I don't know whether the president is listening or even briefed about what is happening in Kosovo. Agenda almost said, really. And my final point is that look at Ken Ufurata asking that somebody should be jailed. Kwame, that's what we fatho. What I hear. That's what I can say. For that, asking somebody to be jailed. Fatho.
Yeah.
Now what goes up comes round.
Definitely. His Excellency, some people you better say, and no bra unyama and not pay. Yes, you does say, Excellency, some people in our tenant cano, Canea Bana Musini, and my India, Sasu, and Nimini, what church, and Noma, a CEO, or court to Nra, and then near a Jinama, and the mass, was actually a foot to a bata, and command on said, one no can no qua, and go rock off the mountain who free case him.
Yeah.
So, Sarabaya, or no background for us, Adansidini.
Good.
Lawyer be day, about to nano. But what share or more posture now? What is the deputy and Rassadina was he Casano? I said, yeah, course one and follow. I said, follow. I said, yeah, bother do, yeah, crado. Mommy and trackers and so, yes, you may, what is here, yes, you be that is the posture. That's a one see Jinabi or must see Jinabi or Mumu, but not gender be and I know Rajaka, as I dine. Good. Yanking kind. Said ye and Comono, as he called Nra, a year as a Nibiano, not young Quadim.
Kwame Nesi war a year court Nra a be any. Also, yen tien ye. Tia where a quota in Samahro and Ra Richie Japa, a kind our court in Timmy quote in him. Also, it was then he, the AG, told me, my brother, I am under pressure and I said that it's not my problem. You know what? Mamma Sisubi was saying. It was then he, a Attorney General, told me, my brother, I am under pressure. And I said, that is not my problem. Etinia, Esi, Ose, a ye ono, a bang lawyer penino, and I catch a mid jackpass, a mini aberima. I said, what your shabby up to miso. And no scratches a midi, and no yammy how, as some bomb to ja. Be indeed. And no, and anyhow, and family, then he, AG, said, the finance minister and the president are on my neck, mounting pressure. They want this case to be finished by the first week in May. And also, Tiaso, Ejino, Agachene, Ono Japanese, a Yagana Yanfu to Sanfu, Sabrenum Kenuforiata, and your man penning, and your shabby atu Ono a Bangloya penny so set. Me Busu Minga Chemu, Nina Tunimu Pepe Pano, one knee assembling in our funny in Amran every. One at Japa say, I Japa asked him why the first week in May. Then he, AG, said, you may not know, but according to the constitution, you cannot have a by-election 6 months to general elections. Eti Jakpaka say, "Ono bisa say, "Adanti na yenwi asemi nyina no mebusu mi no, ni na otwe edikan." Ono kai say, "I abanglo ya pene no." Ono say, "Udi unim na Ghana yen afi apim ahankron edi okon ebien eye mra ye diri bo Ghana ho bra no." I say, "Unti men ko ye by election bra ka busumi esia pe ye be kwa kwato aba." That's right. And one in command to us was say, so if I can cooperate with him and get Ato Forcing just 1 month in Insawam, his seat will be declared vacant and we will go for by-election. Enti Ora Japa, I can say, Abanla Apanyano Catcher and say, Sanka ono Richie Japa no, or bet to mini ono Abanla Apanyano, Aya Baconia Como, Tritrin Como, Diabia Bayade, na, Wanga Yenia Mabia and Fatana Banam Sunti. I am minority leader, Dr. Kesela to Forsen, or Bekwakodi, Busumi Bakupe, Ewan Samoma. Oh, and can this sit no? Now, one or two Begweni, and Madisha, one more a Jumaku and Yan, a Sien, a baton Peshasono, or bet declare sit in the vacant Ogazo, Munim Rasha Begweni, and Tianco Twaba. Osabomo say, you, Osabomo, 6 months to say you're free. Nothing your trunk commanders will say. And I told him, AG, that going for a by-election in Central Region, how sure are you to win that election?
Mame Twaso. Okay. Then he said, Central region, they are cheap. Mrs. Ubio. Then he said, Central region, then he said, Central region, they are cheap. We will pump money in it. Yes, and we will win the elections.
Tie Anna Richard Japaje say Anna bang lawyer penyen no ka che ni say oh eba ni sa no ye be kwakoto aba no e wo ififi mantem esan se no bisa ni say na ye ko abato no a uje di se mu bedi nkunima na ano say hifa ififi mantem wo mu ye fo papa sabi wo mu afuti se bi o nwa keke aida ho wo che se fufu lele ha wamu da fem eti de yan so be dey what the sika cash Ghana sika yi obehwe sika gum se te se de omuye no ase north no obehwe sika te se de omuye wo kumawu no obehwe sika gum na wonu te se de omuye wo adjuso obehwe sika gum na wonga di nkunim na te so ma dwene mu no de ehia wo mfifi mantem mo ene se wo mo afo de ehia se ye de sika begum who use the word cheap. That's an insult. Cheap. Sesana gofredame kan ya. Because when you japasem, nasema waka. Sabra ye kasei. Eni no egu afidie so no. Yaje ya aseni bia hono. Omude be di asem. But when you japasem a ye kan e de akyeremo de course e wo court ene ye kan e de akyeremo. Good interpretation ne de ye nyina ye tirim na wo. Within the court of public opinion. Obia won that where they one year. But yeah, one very shocking, and that shocking revelation. And then near Oraja Passe, Godfrey Dame, Ekafa, and this year won't fifi mantem, and no, so more for. It is a by-election paya. The Yana say, Yabakwa Sika, Ghana Sika. Naya Diakotomon, and no never could be day. Abba. I said, describe what say the whole central region. We are cheap, not even a particular place. And I said, we are cheap. When we are, Mame Twaso, he said, the AG, okay, he said, the AG said, when they win, Mame Twaso, he said, the AG said, when they win in the elections, the NDC will come and beg us for pardon, and we will use it to get our things to get through in parliament. Aya Richard Jakpa, okay, say a bangla penyen kache ni say wodi nkunim e wasai by election so say baso wo adwuma kwanyan e se na bato mpesha no sua wodi nkunim a NDC fu beba abepa won chew say oh munya aya atu forcing it is NDC fu basa no a no mo de aye nyina so e be nyina so aka say ne mo njiji ye no ma ntum e wo mra se bedwafie mo njiji ye no ma na ye pese ye gina so e de o say ye ba wo man mu no mo njiji ntum asem when the confirmation wo nia afanyo marking eye somewhere last week as a last 2 weeks press conference or na wo de sobo obodon kuma ne say and na mo sunti enom no ma bebre sisi o mani so wo muntibi nye so no ma be na si o mani so so mo pese mo nya akwanya esa akobo sia minority ne say de ka bato o man so say mo pese mo nya akwanya na mo de etuo achicha amanfo bi minority ne say nye sa abre we ye sa de we enye sa abre we o man ni hia sika na ye sa de we so that's a confirmation you and Kwame uhwe nia wonga ye nyina no a nsema ora Richard Jakpa akaye yanga kinga nyina Kwame onyankropo nya libri bia kwa ubeka no akoro ya yetia ne yeka ora atufo asemi bra onwo ko tutu nkrofo bia yanga pa won se onko ye adwuma ewo aban aso bi no okai se ahanum nya namfosem that's right eye Ghana sem that's right yeka Ghana ho asem so that's the kind of person atufo sen ete what so ho eti enya won se adwen bi se wo ho fa no ho so ho enam de wo ye in the name of my Ghana and Kanko so ho say atufo sen ti be you moto Ghana for man hwe ya titiri mu amoye pensioners ye de yiwe be yimuti musika kwabukwa amohwehwe mfasodi afri ho amode akwaya ban investment no ebebo mo wana president America Robert press conference enya no kreda enzida ye de dan ye ni aye beta no wan ene ye yi amanfo kwabukwa jede so ho na etire no e say ho da ho ene frame fa ho say ho enti no nka wonya ya ga atufo sin onye nipa bia ho atu my friend so but no ontisa Kwame mami bisa sembi wo sa enyina so ya anase nsemu ya Richard Jakpa kan obi be bisa se etimupo ben na ban no wo se obehwe se tintina chene yede ato force be kwakoto eye nsawom na to so ebien enti yenuanom se bi fantifo abani obu won ana amanyuko yefa ni se MPP wo bu won ana
refi se na no mampanya ba de echa wo se yefa to mi ma no yefa city e ma no refi se na no gojina Central Region eka say the people of Central Region I have good news for you ye be yedan ye
be si wiem shan ye be si wiem shan
na fe so omo sa de so mo a manifesto mo se ye be yedan habo ekosi say enye na president continental radio so ka say oh na ni yes
meanwhile
vice president where president na be de chire ekogina simpie so on a campaign platform as the good people of Cape Coast I have good news for you so eti so mo form so mo ye cheaper akabede kwambe na ekade na so mo etima ye such politics way so and so mo fa the people of Central Region say when we get cheap enti no mo yes cheap politics cheap propaganda way
so and na pede nia ora Richard Jakpa nyina ensem a enu akopem wokoti obi nso besanga bisa say so NPP as a political party and that the government no edu every by election so a what the sika ene to abato na na
asa sika na free Ghana sika
mo
because me nyini say omu betimanya sika amana brosoa to the point say Ghana fana nyina ba bi ombe kobi ombe chichi sika
so
sika ya ye pede ya mpuntu nyuma wo mu no ka kire say ye ni sika no na omu de yakwahyehye ba bi o ye beto aba ne ye release na ba 20
ne ye
release ye chane so nyase ye de che mpuntu nyuma bi mu a ade mfaso de kase bi beba o
dabi
ye de ma for say mundi kwa
enyina so ba ko ye just ended a jusu by election seeing hu kwanga ye fa so na ye chiche sika de mankrofo to the extent say the residents of a jusu eka say wanga chiche sika ma won na e na wasa de yen we aka ho ama wo enye ne ye kan video no wo ho
that's right
eti se ne Richard Jakpa ko kan ye wo court e ye bibi to e dia na se MPP amanyukuro sa no fa Ghana fo ana
e ade omo ye dada but you see when nyina achi no vigilance no asase e dan where the young Ashanti region
okay
eho enra omo ye nsentwefo nhyiamu no ma miensa na omo de tudwa ba ko ye enra de boss wo no se nkwara omo mfi susua politics no we ye nhyiamu no ye mfa omo nka ho a ye tam omo de omo ko Jubilee Park say ye campaign ye rally ba omi aba Kumase ye de omo ko NDC fo ekasa tia ye kase omo hwe ni mu se Ghana Education Service and penifo betu one amount na so twe ensafata no etimesi afen so said yes it go for gugu buses wa ya pese ye de omo wura voter transfer mu no and this amayo kwa wa santemantem ese omo ne aban e wo bi ka de omo kan ni
to know that just yesterday the police arrested 2 MPP supporters from Abodom Krochia in Bekwai constituency, where they have collected a number of voter IDs from MPP supporters with the promise to transfer their names to New Dwaboase constituency, and it's one of the targeted constituencies by the MPP. To our utmost surprise, the police granted them bail on the basis of order from above. We believe that some high-ranked police officers are keenly involved in perpetrating this act and wish to unambiguously remind those police officers that we will not be intimidated by insisting on our rights as citizens of Ghana, and that there will definitely be a day of reckoning for this act, for their actions and inactions. That is a promise we are giving to these police officers, and we are going to live by that promise.
Say Ghana Police Service, munya di atene. Momo said the beya ye babo ye mra no ho ban. Momo said the beya di atene besi wo ye mamu. Suspicions na do so. And say when you na ba, e yana me wonder say adentina yana IGP ayekom. E yana ma fe those days say ensembi say ba apostle 40 me ye ensentwefo nhyiamu e be kirekire omu nsemu. But na omu ntimi nya bia minim de asie. Omo TV station kakraka enyum kwa na ye de bo. Live band ene ye de ye. And a birthday dedication busanyuma unua eno kwa na ye de ye. Eno kwa na ye ye. But church and semu said a baya obia benya sweaty and yehunu and semni monocra. No my the only me had say now you issue 2x4 a press statement to me. Nobody a caught to Facebook war. Men now was and Gregor on Facebook no the other day. Those days, back in the days, now you to be fair, a post for PRO, and you didn't come on. The days of Cephas Arthur. Those days. Because we are Tenga, no organizing Greater Accra Regional Police Command, no organizing press conference. Those days. And then they say, why are you hiding the truth? Why don't you want the people to know what you are about? Accountability, what you say. It is a bedrock of Kabi Mami Kabia Memo. Most of the number of them hold to America. Most of the number of them hold to UK. And no more for people. I couldn't tell UK Parliament. She said, yes, see, Grele, a Prime Minister. No, or she said, almost say Grele, no. Question said, yeah, US or presidential elections here, or more Babaye, correct debates are who do I go TV stations, any radio stations are who do I, or one Kasaya presidential debate, Ghana have a power FM, and yes, you have a presidential debate, a kuf a year, your first say, Baumia Muhammad Yobaba, but I doubt about me, Abeba. Because Muhammad Nankasa Wabefianin, I'm Yenin Komopain. Former president or TV station so Bam yet didn't come up. As almost was CNN and no many you. Wow, Obama, former president talking to CNN. This is beautiful. Wow, this is democracy. But also Wakwenya says I didn't know Obama be a civil man. But you won't do it. You won't do it when you're Kwenya. Hey, Nipa. Baby, before. What is your problem? Sometimes I be feeling say you're born by the trade and that's how I feel. Voter transfer, registration exercise, crimes are who do a course for. Do my daddy, I was say, dear, your boy, Fred, that's it, Amranti akotwe sekan ene atuo ewa dumajano ekosi say why ni ate no why na mrane ni die apos for me ka he ye ja asem ne ka because in centrefo eja ka. Is that how to build a nation? Rade baji yo esa kwa rade so Kwame majimo wi na mo na mo ma mo kwan ye ka say yo boko so mine rade bi asie wo mo beto ejapade no so mo mo ho ban o Ghana Japadia no beto a omo ho ban no maton ye de amaye ho na ya magana fo na omo ye adwuma e wo miamia bi sa na ebre me de ko bogo se mining na no be pa mu ka kira wo se ya tam sa adwuma koi e de ahya nkurankura bi nsa adwuma fo na so de tia se emfa so de bi amba fi se sa nkurankura na ya de sa adwuma na hye nsa no wo ye Kwame ahia wo ne hwe ka prokura wo ni bi ena waso aka ena dia bato company de so ena ama adwumayefo bre and commander Yensu ono de go president huni valley watama so a when this ni mapa but we Ghana this ya Ghana dana koma so a asem wedi e kire sa na no obisa se Kwame nti yasem ye hia mo enti mo nka bi maye enti minus ibrei a omunya aduane mponie no unka bi ma omo almost net contribution yade go out to preno one kabi mo na so bra beka wasem eti commander woni ka asem ni nyina e fresh ru kosi form kemu no kretre esi
unya kwa me da se ene akonya mudi amaye se yenso nia ehia no yemra mekana amansa nyina yede enti kwa me edikan no ma me fa akonya wo yesu na bebia me free baaye no minchia
entiana wodi be call reserve
minchia
entiana so sana be tiatia wodi break ba
yeah metia say
kwasam so ma kwasam
so me hini na ntabu apa
what so what tia so
Kwame ko senia o kanu sana tie the year 2020 ena yehu say Golden Star Bogos Pistia Limited.
Yes.
Our 90% shares our Pistia mines ni mu. Pistia Bogos mine. Na aban so what 10% shares. You say one man be me ma send ni din the amount one man be Mr. Dan Redu no ye okuta position ewo Golden Star ni mu later ni ehun say 1st January omo ba be ye no board chairperson for Golden Star 2020
na Dan Redu no free here
Ghana ni pa Ghana ni this year pa 2020 no made board chairperson 1st January no starting appointment October na Saman yakaka company be friend FGR ho I ba be to 90% share of Golden Star no nti yem bi no sa time no 2020 no election year ti amfi ye ni ayede MDH ni ye na election but the workers and the union no solid someone pray into Business and Financial Times newspaper kra report is same way but omo ye sa time na Minister for Lands and Natural Resources as much me when tie ne workers ni raise issues akwame na nka hia esese nka aban that time utie
issues we no raise
say omo nkasa union no akoya hwehwima fa FGR no ho FGR no ne technical know how like enimdifo a ombetumi aye mining work omo ni bi uyo ni fu omo kohwe omo account na wo UK no sika bi ayede enim enti mama aban pre ma Golden Star emfa ni 90% share in farmer FGR union fu ne pre Kwame anya djuma omo ntiomo no me dan ma
omo dia dance die te say de ode acha mi bata
omo nya bata boys me say union na yade o omo sole cause union who say so what the adwuma no komo obi ontimi ya FGR no ontimi ya because union mining capital intensive
okay
mining work uni ska untim enti union no asore no nye politicians ni yedi because adwuma efo na nwadwuma wianom na enya asem ana ya tantra ho ti 2022 ni ehun say no nipo no ba say oba be adwuma no e kana even over 30 million no $30 million no e kana kwa na e kosoro enyama according to workers enyama Golden Star jan ho de mo no sanyama no so no omu yusu a omu ntobi megum nti ne ho na no omsa yusu di ye adwuma workers ni kasa still Mr. Minerals Commission letter be the man.
Okay.
First letter, so we can project here.
Okay.
So 2023, and a Minerals Commission. A year letter, I the man FGM being for say. Munu for a petition in the bray. Mukum one paying for a petition in the bray. After Duma, more your honest moon to me yet in first ship. Until 120 days. Someone to me, that financial obligations in Yano. Man to me, ya. Minerals Commission terminate mo list na ye dey amam some fire mining work no.
That's right.
So na ye mbim no ye ni je bia ba say aban bam ama
at least Minerals Commission
Minerals Commission because Minerals Commission CEO any board na ya aban nkofo nti omo be ma fe ni ye hwehwe no
it your kind you say failure to pay annual mineral right fees of Ghana cedi equivalent over 7 million, right? US dollars.
Down
okay, mama
down say what try say even sikakura omudi shemu so I'm making sure say omudi sikan be shemu answer ombetamniti omu leads no
okay we down point yeah
so enti sai man nyina koya no ni ye say Kwame as that Minerals Commission trust a letter we 14th August edema FGR no na omudi workers senator muntua local contractors omudi omukomuntu muntua UCG omo dem kamuntua Biko omo dem kamuntua ana even local contractors omo nkasa company muntua afọ
so nya adwuma mo
yes omo ntua
the next kind company
no so
na FGR no so ni hwia
oni watua bibia so nche so betima ayeden aye adwuma no
wow
nti na abayama no 120 days ni dey say nyina na nan mahemfo insia enuma company adwuma omo la no so e petition minister e copy MP ekopi mpemfu bebre unima Kwame ne ya yo won say December na 120 days ni beso no yehu yansa say adwuma no watum
why not watum
FGR workers ni nkofi na ombe from enti oba sa na workers so no December kwa untua ye ka wo se yenko trafie mo me sika nsa na yakọ omo den sa Kwame ankwanko siaga and from December up to June ya yomin ye adwuma
videos na de my no edu ba bia e wo so ye bo akatre
yes
ye be
videos na obobo
okay
videos na me wo yidi nya because nia this baby ye du no baby is yakoduru no say Ghana man nyina ya nsori a obi ne selfish interest nti oba be say Ghana ejapade a
and who more David to say mrekuduka and na eye owura abugina po why dey
sa voice na me send no any appear na me ebi send me one of the worker oye MPP ni mapa me personally ono ana ostu MPP for platform so say onim say honabu mrekuduka na jinapo ana ha minerals commission board chairperson but me no can minjindi because recently mineral commission board chairperson Baba Otinjesi Abra na omukokwe conference wo South Africa na Abuja na pon ekoye Abuja na Paja parliament akache member of parliament say ma mane mo na then
honorable Robert
Uzonkujo okubisa minister no so meyi nsema no ne ekoso mines ni mu a timamufo no yenti ase no no responsible yi uri baby o say nyemi bo confidential ntim bisa say Ghana je japade esaya confidential matter na Kwame yemfo hono nto ba baby a ehia ne say sisi Kwame underground nsuo efa
eti cheche no ne yi ni sisi
yes
we ye dia de
we ye pistia underground
power 979 Facebook what about
we be level 24 baby pump chamber
and also ye dia de
pump chamber ni baby a machines ni ye de bon nsuo ni free underground e de kosoro no ohona machines ni gu level 24 nti abobo free ha also machine bi si ho abobo free ho e de akwa level 17 then another machines also level 17 no so aboard the pay outside the underground ho
it where assassin
level 24 no
e de na ye aye dan
since ya nsuo ofa because machines miensa na ewo ho a omodi bo nsuo no asai ame yiri nya baako e de ama machine baako na de bo nsuo no ona na voice na listen na abranche ejuma odan ho ona no all kanu nti ye oye sa de nya wie no Kwame nwa na Ghana ha obeje ejuma ko de general ka na general be hwe nso onye ejuma Ghana ha e be try na obeje ejuma no ntua no work snakes ni e be ja ne sell ye no
make I Georgia good
go them 2 years
that's right
because when Tuan workers senate but obi 30 good months on Tuan workers senate on them Ghana ha ade akofa mbofu bi so omo FG and yo dia but mbofu no koi office wo kwa hu omo enti ni nya course no ana workers no kwatre fi assessment Kwame na yemi jansa uhwe workers workforce na about 80% aye 40 years and below
wow
enti Ghana mbabru asat now unemployment kosro no yeah ma aduma ekura nimpa about 1500 and so am nkofo 1500 akwatre fi hwa omo dependent obi ekoye boy ba ko ye minua ne matre private school is a unya betre fi
granite fi
because time no so no onye sika mfentu ankwara school fees
ye den komo ne ba na wie ye na dien na sabre mo ye aduma fo ne ye den
is aduma fo no omo be ye onam ho na kameba no omo ba ye demonstration abak nka ha and the mine workers union nyina abaye demonstration ekosia Samuel Abuja na po emo nkosia Samuel Abuja na po asanso ma company no 120 days biem na unima se yankopon pese ototo ma obodam omo 120 days ni wie no omo 120 days ni wie no no sanso the timelines shisha won say emri we mu fan e fe best conditional approval no the mom now first one of the mom said by 30th of May on tia outstanding salaries a woman nyina no make sure say other bodies no unim say sir no mutum tia 1 month now 1 month ni only the junior staff workers no mutua direct contractors mo ntua senior staff mo ntua enti enne union no petition in parliament minister parliament honorable abamba be mejinidi and minimum obahanda the mines committee or parliament committee on mines and energy and me quarrel on John Jinapo honorable John Jinapo although ninya no ye lands and natural resource minister there's no ambiguity about that but Ghana interest in tea oma say no call Palugu Dam no who say $12 million ye tua aba adwuma bi ankoso no ye toto asere no ombra pistia no mehia union no na onya ne ekoso because bia metana ka bia beka say bia ayesu no yandis niti no yede oka on ne committee selected committee on mines and energy no omo mbra pisia meshia union for no na union for no man run down briefing of near koso na onfan gina Ghana for name because omo mutu abama no wo yape ho no inya Ghana for and unima pisia baby to say nkran bohu se sale ni wo ho na gati ni wo ho nkran ni wo ho onim sa samini yo bo numia numia abeduma sa mines ni da enti adwuma Ghana for free biasa for na nyina okura for na nyina yeden eba ho enti sisi empempem eka no pe eka FG adin akokodi $150 million enti se FG ya hu se adwuma no omuntimi ye enti yesrese minister no I'm sorry, no revoke allowances. No pay investor. Over to my underground mine because Ghana, your underground mine is Aka 2. And Pistia mines, and I hear my Golden Star champion was that. Sao holo, no munya sika, omuko bie a champion de no. Into us in the Juma, what mammy has also be another Juma.
That's right.
Invest in the Babaji. No, by you high. Jumalagu. Nana man for MPC count, a crony yaka. Dinner is a way important work kaka ubia biankasa na unim say Minas Commission board chairperson ono na so ye Minas Commission board chairperson ono no so MPP parliamentary candidate wo no MP no lucy na wasan aba and such problem e wo ho wo Minas Commission ultimate into one amount and na dey be aba left talk no ba I didn't be munya botre nti yan kopim da ben nti ho kira ben man ti ya work facility fie ntua mo ka no se wo ba na oye dwuma ne ntua ne kanka how will you feel
eno ni asem no
ya Kwame me nji pen free ho but me nya bi pen free ho me anya kura no woja ma metana de wo kokoto ma me na de and pistia the only thing a crop pistia kun e mines and small scale mining so ekobani say mining no say ya
amanfo anu aduane
yes
and
the economic
local economy no
yes no and it is very dangerous Kwame na mebe ko na me na wase ani mutim no because ya piaman centrofo bebre e Ghana ha omu kura bia nka ho asem ba yam de say muhu no mukas me opportunity na woni madwuma afunya da mase na mbesa ati yenka ha de njai ba ya ba nkopim tama mampam na so bebie mo ati ne ye ka no asema me kan
kama na me da say ye bre ni ti ye fa ntwene ha enkae no wa bra ye koye nim no said yes usika no ye be koso aba mo nchen na fe ye timi edidi nkomo na na fe so challenge no wato ama honorable John Jinapo me ye sure say Mugabe mass etie dwedi aka no news etie me ye sure say ye betimi afre no na ye dia to nanim wo challenge amato e dia ma no minim se mo betwe krata so e dia koma na na se mbekwa akohia ne dia ye kwanim no ni nyina no ye de bebra mo ye wagina we so na ye de tonton sansa na twene pa hwi
amane ya maya ayo enyo ya ne wom ye peso bia ba adwabo na sibi na asem ye wo bia mu oka na mane ye kunsum yemfa mu mai motrobodo yemfa mu mai mosempa
Starting 13th June 2024, the HD Plus platform will offer HD channels free to air. Key points to remember. 1. From 16th April 2024, no new HD Plus subscription purchases or activations will be available. 2. Viewers with active subscriptions valid beyond 13th June 2024 will be compensated from 3rd to 13th June 2024. Customers will be contacted by the HD Plus number 0242439872 from 30th April 2024. Customers are also encouraged to call HD Plus call center. Note that to redeem compensation, subscribers must confirm their HD Plus numbers, provide a valid Ghana ID and a mobile money number from 30th April to 31st May 2024. AD Plus will not be liable if subscribers remain unreachable or do not follow up with a call center for compensation before the deadline. 3. From 30th May 2024, update your AD Plus decoder to access the new free-to-air HD channels. 4. Support will be available until 20th June 2024, so kindly look out for the over-the-air software and upgrade your decoder upon release of the software. Visit www.hd-plus.com.gh for more information. We thank all cherished customers for the patronage. We are ushering in a new era of television in Ghana, ensuring that accessibility and quality entertainment go hand in hand.
It's a Friday. But the old message and answer what she hear radio so Titi Bomb TV so I high sense promo asem na na make no. Say promo no mo shall say 10th June. Omo de banner we on the 15th of June and then 14th. That means ochina no mo de banner we here. Etimeni wa America bia metua. Me de be showroom so no. Because a no man now omode masabre na say omotonton sabre e bone de da form ya titu say who LED TV, high definition TV, 4K TV, QLED ubenya in all sizes, every 32 inches equals 100 inches e bone da form eti wabra wato na wape o sound bar bi aka ho and now speaker bi aka ho na stadium feeling what you when you be wabra here Germany 2024 Euro 2024 showrooms will be on Kisima Achimota North Industrial Area Accra Opera Square Chidu Dansoman La Paz outside Accra what is Kumasi Tafo Kumasi Adum Post Office Kumasi Adum Kumasi City Mall Tamale Tachiman Takrade and the Miami Ahodwo high sense everyday prices for everyday people. Akuya Krantima Tana say Wabra Yade if when you can see a back, but Kuya Neme Baya again say Little George Health Shop, Ubo Rasa Sutorima, a Drew Pia Upatobia, or Zabekabiato. Titru Enra, Newa Dane, a Bois, a D Yadia Hujuma, Sendo Papano, Ubanyani be one Little George Health Shop. Omacha Kwampe, and Yaya Kwankra, and also I got my community 5. What the PV been run about in the Presby, I saw dining them. A 2 per core mix at Bora, Little George Health Shop, up a 3P Gallic mix at a Little George, Memedro Mr. Kill, a Little George, Hola Heba mixture, a Little George, Dominion Heba powder, a Little George. From 0243 140 213 0243 140 213 Little George Health Shop. And yes, you talk again. And ya pomodin kwanya ye faso. Ema ye nya pomodin papa. Akuya Krantema aka Samej aka Atichidiachi aka
and then I said Atichidiachi ambedom. And I Atichidiachi ambedom.
And then ye huma. ade na go
nkrata ya na no pe de be so ama etie fomfoni katie na ya de Abraham amfi ase e wo Daily Post ko wakrata no emu na Daily Post echem say just sanitation modern otem say nei aya kama say Kenya Council of Governors kura no agye atuma honsam no ko wakrata no e de abetudwa sanso na anim hana so na say Oman Kenya okay Oman Kenya o say Kenya Council of Governors na say Kenya mpanyimfo buman no e say adwuma no just sanitation you am we ya de beboa na enuma na say aye Ghana omo je say Asian san dwuma yo manka san nwuma any apprentice for no so no said your former president I can no nyankopon ya adom no ba je say wo package a o de be mo na aboa na adwuma no so no etimi akọ se be yo bia na betimi akọ suku akọ enumpa nti wanyina no ya de beboa nti no so hye ho a o de beboa san krofo ni nyina na afi owura jakpa so eda ha na nensam ene se je say ya de a na owura Attorney General Godfrey Dame chirem so nwode amboa no na fa owura atofo se no kotum na ise by election
anya bia wo de bosumi ba ku bi wo de mama wo de ketuwa bi bosumi ba ku bi
ya mani ndamu nche ya le ba ya de bosumi ba ku pe na ya mfa nchire kakra bi nti wonsam ana ise Daily Post ko wakrata no ade betu dwa ma menkod Ghanaian Times ko wakrata no so emu na ati sa Ghanaian Times chirem say president said there say 1992 constitution review recommendations by no I was say president for so etua to awo mo bosomi akatua ho na yen kakra ye boaboa no de ma na say mo de mu ntua to a antwa ye nti ahonsam ano no sanso na say anya hwe kura no ministers no and what say abro 25 and so ahonsam ho and afi bi so ani say bi obi MP say wo MP anu kwan say sanso be minister nti ni nyina ya nsema je say ko wakrata no ekrichiri ade abanu ye susu a omode abetudwa enu achi so okoboy infoni adaha o jem say containers aka port no say abey isika 7.4 million Ghana cedis so no ko hwe say anya hwe kura 64 containers de o metimi yi
let us nyani nyina no wi was anya hwe
64
and obey
clear
64 out of the
out of Nindra 124 so 120 something internet so ko 64 no stella de beka doso nti wonsam no stella na just say Ministry of Health PR make some
so where the money dey sika no way
sika no ni bi ni ho ya je aguya da mu e bi de agu polytank we bi de agu ni nyina honsam ano no nti honsam ho sanso na owura japandra na nsam do to court anim nkomodhwe na je say oda na di court je say court agiatu mu say ombegina so na omode aboa asem ni di nti honsam na say ko wakrata na sanso na say national security so amodern akoye campaign so ko chire Ghana dwedufo mba ne say say something if you see something into no campaign so no agirem de den de ho nsama ho sa so na owura jakpada je say na de o trend we bia o chirem say no oni Godfrey Dame ehia nya hwe kura 4 times say odd hours
wow
kura anti 4 times
and agud the suom
kura obi adeda no
e bra ba ifu otuo no sabe no ena abayisam no sorry
unse abayifo no so mutua enya de pa no mokoye enti sa time so Godfrey Dame say sa time no so betimi ayebone enti no sorry ya oye course enti unsam
sa time no so na ato ebone mpaye ho
aha and I say ababedwam nti plan nyina ye nti wonsam na chronicle ko wakrata no ade betudwa na fe Ghana Union student on je some so mo stress hu behia say yisi be say omo centers no eweba campuses ahoro no na so motimi avote ai de also me bia nti wonsam ho sanso na say owura boahene edun so da say lo mo kwaje ho DB no ade say be boa be save cocoa industry no from collapsing into one summer so Wakrata Chronicle
cocoa processing companies obusu munti cocoa de bebre from Ranian produce no companies ni gu
bi ni ho into one summer na Chronicle de abetudwa Kwame Minkah so Daily Graphic ma na say nei just say asante hene so chim say wobenya say Vice President Dr. Baumia Bribia be ka no kra de a kire no into one sam ha ko Wakrata ndi abasa so na say tax man panyimfo beti omo bosumi akatua no say Kowakrata Daily Graphic so eka ho nsem sanso na NCC so HM say Ghana say democracy no vote buying ade na yade emboa nti o se eja nti ho nsem Kowakrata no da betudwa na
hold on NCC mrambe kasamfa Jakpa revelation no on sa revelation no the ba say na yadwen ye say efifi mantamo de wo mo fo ye hian se ya mo musika NCC mfa sa de we enye case study no mo fa kire yade
no. Now say we share party to a vote pa. We your friend say kumewu na kwa asia obi nchire party ko so obodu
adanse die be na chenwe we work no court dem mo
pepe
bia ya wo hwayo wo so ayi hwekunkun mu hwai e no de akasa no
omo ofunti no sika ko hweguma
fifi mantam for the omo ofo
ye yan say hwese o message adwene ni sesi a anti say yenko anya so tom ye see ho nso say ho no MPP stronghold na so ko wa akwan ye te say gata sin ade nyina no anya ade say etimi ye nti wonsam na say amanfo na esu wo anya so tom na say Kowakrata Daily Graphic ade wonsam so aba betudwa no na Kwame monitor na yenko anima na say dem kwoseta enso awa say o kirem say Mama Cecilia Dapa ni S-made media je say oko wie sika ya honsam nyina awa betogom no
former maid
in so former maid na former maid demands we make no or see obehia say OSP funding so koyai Mama Cecilia Dapa fie nyina no document ye mo bi no mo so matimi agina so e dia common nsem your court nti demand we die
munyabre
anya sem kuma nti hunsam na Kowakrata no ade betudwa sanso na minority owura Clement Apak adaha na o kirem se anya se bia NDC amekuo no omuti free senior high na mo niema sintoi wo mu no na omo kasa wonti se na nado minim o se obese the legacy free senior high na nti no die America o pagya e dia kwamra hye bedwafie na se aye mra bi se obi abo ntimi fa ne nsanka o se omunchi mra wo dada nti wonsam ana Kowakrata no ade eba betudwa kwa ma monitor na men sorry so men fa we sorry so daily analyst enso owura Richard Jakpa evidence no court ajatum wonsam ho sanso ana owura okujato abla kwa nso kirema na se permit e wo se ne nsaka bi kra o de be sa hotels ni demo no nti ano nso nsam Kowakrata ne ba sanso na che se abrante Ben Lorda okokun obi e wo kaswa Millennium City no so ya charge no ya de meda se wadiawu na abone nti Kwame mama njira no so na se Kowakrata mu nsam no
Friday dia no
fiala
wachechi abrey
fiala dia mi fancy ya
no more koyo What is a Father's Day? Kwesi ade ye. What's a ye ba munya hudede. Shame on all of you. Munya hudede my Father's Day. Mother's Day no munya bre and na ma before the bro na papa for the bre. Ni pressure die so. You we kwa ya say June bosome ye yes was a member mu adwimu kaya de e bosome. Oh June no. What's a mu de e dua say ayi wa wodi kansa. Ba member de adwimu kaya de pressure na bi wa mo na mo to mamo ho ati ase mo na pressure na to bia mo ndi mu la mu na pressure na dos mo ndi mu la mu ati ase e ko wo ye be ko freaky Friday ki Nicholas Motenas ye be di sa komo no babusi Dwaboase ni pa 97.9 ohima wo ye jama che ba bia wo bia ye me wo fasi be di ni birthday ma mi akosua sapoma Kwasi ada ye Father's Day your birthday. It's way every one of our mama so se men kan say happy birthday in advance. The birthday way was ade bi a bro wadwe ne wonti ase so ana nyame ba be fa de so de ahia o what did you gonna say over no so de mo do so virgin san nyina ka ho. So this goes out to you, our niece, our daughter, Mamia Kosia Sapoma, daughter of Himawi.